Hey everybody, it's Kim Hawk, and I'm known as Near Disney's fairy godmother of real estate. And I am here in the Near Disney YouTube studio, located right here in the town that Disney built. It's called Celebration, Florida. And today is August the 25th. I'm kind of grateful for that because it's been a little hot around Central Florida. And tomorrow is my brother's birthday. And I wanted to wish a happy birthday to Bobby. Many of you may know some stories about him in the past. Bless his heart, he probably is like, oh my gosh, what is she going to say when she's talking on the show? And we also want to give a shout out to Lori and Steve. They're going to be some new neighbors of ours. I had the honor of representing the seller, and another agent had brought them in. And thank you so much, Kathy. But Lori and Steve, welcome to the town of Celebration. So, where's everybody watching from today? Can you let me know? I would love to know where you guys are watching from. September is right around the corner. Do you have any plans for Labor Day weekend? Because it's going to be here before you know it, right? Today's the 25th of August. And one thing that my husband brought to my attention, which I love because it really will parlay into the show today, of something that I wanted to bring up for everyone. Let's see if we can get this on the screen. Here we go. So you can see me a little bit. So Condé Nast, it's a very well-respected magazine. Just, I think today, came out with an article saying where are the 15 best places to retire in the United States. Yes, it came out August 25th. So hot off the press, guys, right here on the Near Disney YouTube show. But 15 places to retire, the 15 best. And don't you know, as we're going through this report, number 15 was St. Petersburg, Florida. Absolutely love that beach area. Number 14 was Denver, Colorado. 13 was Atlanta, Georgia. Number 12 was Minneapolis, Minnesota. Number 11 was Casper, Wyoming. Number 10 was Salt Lake City, Utah. Number 9 was Tampa, Florida. So already you're seeing 2 cities in the state of Florida already. Number 8 is Wilmington, Delaware. Number 7 is Scottsdale, Arizona. 6 is San Francisco. Love it there. I know it's very expensive to live there. It didn't earn high marks for affordability. That's not why it's on the list. It obviously must have been for other reasons. Okay. Number 5 is Fort Lauderdale, Florida. There's 3 out of the top ones. Number 4 is Miami, Florida. That's 4. Number 3 is Cincinnati, Ohio. Guess what? Here you go. Number 2, Orlando, Florida area. And what they're talking about is, it's warm weather, the low taxes. I think that's probably one of the big things as to why so many Floridian cities made the top for retiring. But it says quiet communities, great restaurants, abundance of different areas. And so if you guys have not had the opportunity to really check out a bunch of our different videos, please subscribe and like to the Near Disney YouTube station, because we have a video on everything from Orlando to Windermere, Florida, to Disney's Golden Oak, to Kissimmee, to St. Cloud, to Claremont, everything within that 25-mile radius is Cinderella's castle. And you're going to see that there's different personalities and cool things that are in all of these hubs of the wheel, right? Spokes of the wheel. So, and of course, we've got theme parks, but it's also talking about taxes being low, and that we have a lot of great health care down here too. And it says that crime rates are lower here. And then the number 1 city that they picked was Charleston, South Carolina. And I've enjoyed visiting South Charleston. My brother, actually Bobby, whose birthday is tomorrow, lived there for a while with Tricia. I want to send out a lot of love to them. Okay, so I think it's perfect time to talk about why so many people love to live to this area. I'm working with some folks now that are from New Jersey. Want to say hi to Amy. And, just taxes are crazy up there. Crazy. I want to say hello to Helena and Ron, and I want to say hi to Sharon and Frank and Carol. There's a whole bunch of wonderful people from New Jersey that are down here. And I think a lot of, hey, I see the Crockett's online. Hey there. Thanks for saying hello. Let me know where you're watching from and say hi. I'd love to say hello to everybody. But when it gets to the point where if you're able to work out of your home and you want to be fairly close to an airport, Orlando International Airport has easy access to everywhere around the world. And now, since the Brightline train is coming, there's a little bit of a delay. They're talking about the first tickets now instead of September 1st and 2nd, which we were going to be going on there, might now be September 15th and 16th. So as soon as that train is going from Orlando to Miami, you've got to bet you're going to know that my YouTube crew and I are going to be headed that way, so we can show you how easy it is in order to be, Florida's pretty a long state, right? So wouldn't it be nice to be able to get in a very high-end train, plug in your iPad if the kids want to play some computer games, whatever, have a cold beverage, and get down to Miami maybe in 3 hours instead of 4 hours, and not have to worry with traffic, and to be able to do it the other way. So Miami, welcome to Orlando. And Orlando, we're getting ready to say, hey, we're excited about Miami. Hello, Dee, my YouTube producer. Hello, Dee. Thank you so much. Dee is also my marketing director. And one of the things that we had talked about was we had just done something where we were talking about how much Central Florida is really a global melting pot. A melting pot. There's many days when you walk into the theme parks or you're walking around downtown Celebration, you hear lots of different languages. You hear Spanish, you hear Portuguese, you hear French, everything. And I love that because everybody feels like, it's a nice, safe environment. And you can have another language that's your primary language and get around this area very well. And I love it because all these different cultures that come in and bring their talents. Dee, for example, from Brazil, it's incredible as he does our videos for us. And I see more and more people saying hello. Very sweet. I think we're catching on to like a very important topic now. So when we did a video with Tanya, our Latin, we call her our Latin princess because, my Realtor Dream Team, which, by the way, they have a show on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. You want to make sure you go to Near Disney YouTube channel, subscribe and like so you know when that show's coming up. But they will provide incredible nuggets. I mean, I learned so much from them, but they're doing stories about best way to buy a house, best way to sell a house, but also some cool stories about the different communities within that 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle. So you're going to start feeling out what area you might want to move to, or maybe you live local and you're saying, hey, it might be time now. I want to right size. I never say downsize. I say right size because sometimes people are like, Kim, the kids have graduated and I don't know why I'm paying for all this extra air conditioning and my electric bill's high. And it really is time now to sell. And they're doing very, very well because prices are pretty high and they're being able to take that equity and then put it into something that better fits their needs right now. And let me tell you, many times the properties we're finding people are not on the market. We're going into communities and we're saying, okay, what are you looking to buy? What do you need? And then because we know these communities so well, we're like, oh, okay, that reminds me that's it's at this address on this street in this community. Let us get a hold of them and find out they're be interested in selling. We call it the perfect home finder. It takes a lot more work on my team, but as you know, if you get to see them on Wednesday nights, you're going to see they are a powerhouse. And they find it and then we line up everything. It's almost like a daisy chain. I don't know, is that a little bit of a term that most people, it's kind of like a hippie term or something, with a daisy chain where you have daisies around your head that you would put as a chain and it would be like a headband. But anyway, one thing has to link to the other. So without further ado, I just wanted to say it's a real honor that I have so many talented people that I'm surrounded with, of which my marketing director, Dee, speaks Portuguese beautifully, speaks English beautifully. He's a great musician. And I did ask him, I said, hey, Dee, can you do me a favor and do a voiceover, talk about one of our communities And so what's going to happen at the tail end of this, I'll come back to see if there's any questions, but otherwise sit back, enjoy. And if you have any friends that speak Portuguese, or you just want to kind of visually look at this video, you're welcome to do that too. But I'm excited to introduce you right now.
Ao canal da Near Disney. Meu nome é Di Belavotti e nós vamos começar a fazer as traduções dos nossos vídeos em português, para você poder ter acesso a esse conteúdo maravilhoso que a Kim produziu durante esses anos. Então será um prazer poder te representar aqui junto com a Kim.
Dee is my marketing director, and we're very excited to announce today that we're going to be doing voiceovers. And so Portuguese is the most beautiful language.
Oh, thank you, Kim.
Wonderful.
All right, see you guys.
Olá, eu sou a Kim Rock e sou conhecida como a fada madrinha do mercado imobiliário aqui na Disney. Meu time é especializado em um raio de 25 milhas em torno do castelo da Cinderela, aqui em Orlando. E hoje vamos falar sobre uma das minhas cidades favoritas, Celebration, Flórida, a cidade construída pela Disney. Bem-vindos a Celebration, Flórida. Essa é a cidade que o Walt Disney World construiu. Os primeiros moradores se mudaram para cá em 1996 e vamos te mostrar alguns restaurantes, lojas, agência do correio e lindos projetos arquitetônicos. E nesse vídeo você vai conhecer muitos fatos interessantes sobre essa linda cidade que é Celebration, Flórida. E no centro de Celebration há um lindo lago, onde as pessoas podem tomar um delicioso sorvete sentadas em uma cadeira de balanço, observando a linda vista. E na frente da sorveteria, seus filhos podem brincar na fonte de água, que é absolutamente maravilhoso durante os meses de verão. As vistas aqui são simplesmente espetaculares, parece uma pintura. Celebration foi planejada inicialmente para ser o Epcot Center.
A parte mais empolgante, de longe a mais importante do nosso projeto na Flórida, na verdade o coração de tudo que faremos em Disney World, será o nosso protótipo experimental da cidade do amanhã. Nós o chamamos de Epcot, soletrado EPCOT, Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. O cinturão verde do Epcot é mais do que apenas uma ampla extensão de belos gramados, trilhas e árvores. Aqui também estão as diversas instalações recreativas da comunidade. São playgrounds para crianças, igrejas e escolas.
Infelizmente, isso não aconteceu antes do Walt Disney falecer. Então, um homem genial chamado Michael Eisner, que estava na liderança da Disney, disse: quais foram as ideias que o Walt Disney teve que não aconteceram? E uma das ideias foi o Epcot, uma cidade onde as pessoas poderiam morar e trabalhar. Bem, em vez de ser no Epcot, é aqui em Celebration. E como você pode ver atrás de mim, Michael Eisner foi muito específico em escolher seus arquitetos. Robert Stern foi o escolhido para projetar Downtown Celebration. Ele escolheu 5 arquitetos incríveis, mas imagina que essa cidade foi realmente planejada pelo próprio Walt Disney. Antes das primeiras pessoas se mudarem para Celebration em 1996, elas participaram de uma loteria. Foram mais de 5.000 pessoas que se inscreveram para as primeiras 350 casas. Imagina só, 5.000 pessoas querendo morar nessa cidade incrível. Essa é realmente a magia da Disney, sempre muito desejada. Muito parecido com o que você vê no Magic Kingdom, existe algo chamado perspectiva forçada. Se você caminhar pela rua principal do Magic Kingdom, verá que o primeiro andar do prédio é mais alto que o segundo. O segundo andar é mais alto que o terceiro. O que acontece é uma ilusão de ótica. Você acha que os prédios são mais altos do que realmente são. Bem, isso acontece também aqui no Lago de Celebration. Os engenheiros decidiram expandir o lago para a esquerda e para a direita. Então, o lago parece ser muito maior do que ele realmente é. Brilhante, né? Vocês podem estar se perguntando, quanto custa morar em Celebration? Bem, Aqui não há impostos do estado e as propriedades podem chegar até 6 milhões e 300 mil dólares. O Walt Disney foi muito específico no planejamento da cidade. Ele queria que as garagens ficassem atrás das casas, assim como as latas de lixo. Tudo isso para manter a cidade bonita. Quando você passeia por Celebration, você vai ver que o Walt Disney planejou para que as ruas fossem curvas ao invés de retas. Aqui nós temos quadras de tênis, feira aos domingos, parques para as crianças e também há mais de 80 quilômetros de trilhas para você caminhar e andar de bicicleta por toda a cidade. Existem 14 casas próximas ao centro da cidade, onde você pode morar e também ter um escritório aberto ao público na sua própria casa. Uma das 14 casas é muito especial, pois tem um Mickey escondido na sua fachada. Veja se você consegue encontrá-lo. Para os fãs de arquitetura, essa esquina é muito especial por causa do seu zoneamento. Essa casa atrás de mim é de um andar e tem uma varanda bem grande. Se você olhar para o final da rua, verá que os engenheiros da Disney foram muito cuidadosos em garantir que essa casa ficasse um pouco mais à frente das outras. E as outras duas casas ficam um pouco atrás. E a última casa da rua fica um pouco mais à frente. Isso foi um fator de design. O próprio Walt Disney queria que as pessoas se sentissem como se eles estivessem entrando em uma área que foi abençoada. E nós certamente estamos. No outro lado da rua tem uma casa de 2 andares. Logo ao lado é uma igreja. E aqui na frente você vê sobrados. Quando você vier para Celebration, procure a rua Sycamore. Essa foi a rua que Robert Stern, o arquiteto da cidade, disse que após 5 anos da construção da cidade, nós poderíamos ver as árvores crescidas e experimentar a verdadeira beleza da cidade de Celebration. Essa igreja foi muito importante para a sobrinha do Walt Disney, Dorothy Disney. Aqui temos uma placa que mostra o envolvimento da família Disney na cidade de Celebration. Estamos agora na Water Street, que é tecnicamente o centro da cidade de Celebration. No final da rua está o campo de golfe projetado por Robert Trent Jones. Há algumas coisas que muitas pessoas não sabem sobre essa rua. Os engenheiros da Disney se inspiraram numa área de Amsterdã. Aqui temos esse lindo canal, lindas flores, cachoeiras e outra coisa muito interessante. A Disney sempre quis que a faixa etária das pessoas que vivessem aqui fosse bem ampla. Então, os engenheiros da Disney projetaram essa ponte, onde os jovens que estão de bicicleta passam por uma parte mais alta. A ideia é que eles possam ver melhor o tráfego que está chegando, o que se torna mais seguro para as crianças. E para os idosos ou pessoas de cadeira de rodas, tem uma calçada plana para que elas também possam atravessar para o outro lado da rua. Outras coisas bem legais. Aqui nós não temos postes de luz, o que ajuda muito caso um furacão venha a passar pela cidade. Tivemos 4 passagens de furacões ao longo desses 25 anos e nunca perdemos a energia elétrica. Então, tem sido uma bênção para nós. Eu acredito que a Disney realmente pensou em tudo. Estamos no cruzamento da Long Meadow e Mulberry Street. Uma das coisas mais lindas que os engenheiros da Disney fizeram na cidade foi criar belas praças e estamos no meio de uma delas. Eles viajaram bastante para se inspirarem nos lugares mais belos dos Estados Unidos. Aqui você vê um exemplo de Savannah Square. Outros lugares que eles visitaram foi Charleston, Key West e Washington, D.C. Se você prestar atenção, ficará surpreso com todos os detalhes. O mais bonito de Celebration para mim são os seus parques. Estamos aqui em Long Meadow Park. Eu estive aqui recentemente com um jovem que decidiu pedir sua noiva em casamento nesse exato local. Estava cheio de residentes. Foi um dia maravilhoso. Isso é muito comum aqui em Celebration. Também nessa rua há uma casa inspirada em um filme de Steve Martin. E é essa casa aqui. Tem muitas coisas interessantes nessa rua. Sombra agradável, absolutamente lindo. E claro, que o Walt Disney não deixaria de fora nossos amigos peludos. Temos Pluto e Pateta. E é claro que eles iriam pensar neles. Por toda a cidade, eles disponibilizaram recursos maravilhosos para que os seus animais de estimação também se sentissem confortáveis. Há um parque para cachorros em Celebration. Nós temos uma biblioteca, um quartel de bombeiros. É absolutamente incrível poder viver nessa cidade. Agora estamos na Campus Street e, claro, a Disney planejou em colocar uma escola aqui. Eles originalmente começaram a escola do jardim até a 8ª série. 20 anos antes da inauguração da cidade, a Disney criou um programa pedagógico onde eles visitaram as melhores escolas de todo os Estados Unidos e pediram indicações dos melhores professores. E eles trouxeram esses professores para um banquete na Disney. Oprah Winfrey era a pessoa que recebia esses professores e a Disney perguntava: "O que você faria de diferente para melhorar o sistema escolar?" Quando abrimos em 1996, havia um grupo chamado Ground Zero. E o Ground Zero pegou todas essas informações de universidades, como a Harvard, Johns Hopkins, Stetson e Auburn. Tínhamos programas incríveis, e ainda temos. Minha filha tinha 5 anos quando nos mudamos para cá. Ela passou por todo o programa escolar e posso dizer que superou todas as minhas expectativas. Amamos nossos professores e amamos as nossas escolas. Estamos a apenas 10 minutos da entrada do Magic Kingdom. Há um hospital incrível aqui. É da Advent Health. E quando você passar por ele, você vai achar que é um resort. E você sabia que neva aqui em Celebration na época de Natal? Neve na Flórida? Sim, eles fazem nevar. Temos também cantores a capela e uma pista de patinação. Esperamos recebê-los um dia aqui na cidade de Celebration, Flórida.
Wasn't that great? I tell you what, I have so much respect for people that can speak several languages. I took French for about 8 years, and because I don't use it now, I don't really able to speak it. But how wonderful that Dee and Daniella, it's marvelous what can happen when you put a video together and voiceover. So welcome to everybody that is either looking from Brazil or somebody that might be in the town now in Central Florida and you're looking to move around. Know that we have access to people that speak your primary language first. I'm very impressed that most of the Brazilians that I know speak great English, but sometimes when you're working with like very high-end contracts and stuff, you just want the comfort of knowing that somebody is speaking that language, you know, whether it be Portuguese or like with Tanya with Spanish or possibly Virginia with French. I've got somebody on my Realtor Dream team or my marketing team that is here to help you, because that's what we want to do. We want to help you. Oh, hey, Joan. Thank you. I'm seeing some more people say hello. Any questions from anybody? Note that just go ahead and put those in the comments. I'd be happy to answer those. As far as future weeks, what we might be doing on the show is I have a very powerful, top secret, cool thing that I'm going to roll out to all of our viewers to say what might be a good thing to do if you are in a home right now that you're like, I don't want to move, but I know I have a lot of equity in my home. And I think you might think you know what I'm going to say, but actually it's not. And so look forward to the next couple of weeks when I roll that out. I think you're going to be super impressed, because sometimes people, after you get a lot of equity in your home, now you need to find something that's going to give you cash flow, right? And so that's what we're going to do. We have a program on that. And like I said, we've got some great stuff coming as soon as Brightline is going to be showing how easy it is to connect to South Florida. Think about this. There might be a cruise. Now, we have the great opportunity of going on over to Port Canaveral. Love that. Saw that Celebrity Cruise Line is coming to Port Canaveral next summer. But also, the people that want to go on the Disney cruise ships and all of that kind of good stuff, or maybe you've got some cruise ships going out of Miami, what's going to happen is you're going to be able to get on this train at Orlando International Airport, and they're going to take you down to an area where within a 5-mile radius, they actually will pick you up at the train station and take you to that cruise ship if you're in one of those transit areas for free. So it's nice and safe. Or like if you wanted to go down to Hollywood, Florida, which is really, Rod and I love that area a lot. The beach is super great. There's a Hard Rock there. There's a casino. I like to play Texas Hold'em. I want to give a shout out to Richard. I know I've got some friends that are saying they want to go do that as well. But there's great concerts. They have one of the best concert venues I think I've ever seen. And for many of you that know my story, I was involved with entertainment marketing for most of my life. So I'm pretty familiar with really good concert venues. So if you were to take the train down to Hollywood, they actually take you right to the Hard Rock. And you can see a concert, maybe spend that night, and then come back the next day. Or some of you might want to get on the train early in the morning, go down for a couple of hours, and then come back because you're not driving, right? And so you've had a full day and a full experience, and maybe enjoy some other restaurants and whatnot. So anyway, I see more of you saying hello. I appreciate that very much. Well, I'm getting ready because I get to go spend some good quality time with a past client that wants to go look in the Winter Garden area with Sue, who's on our team. And so I'm probably going to need to say goodbye unless anybody has any questions. But otherwise, please, especially anybody that, like I said, from Brazil, want to make sure I connect you with Dee, and he can help with the translation. And obviously, he knows all the areas very well with me as a marketing director because he's been doing all of our videos. So it's 2 thumbs up. And yeah, we will talk to you again next week. Don't forget to check in on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. and check out my Realtor Dream Team. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.